We start tonight with Grand Rapids Mayor Rosalind Bliss responding to recent issues involving her city's police department.
24-hour News 8 reporter Barton Dieters caught up with the mayor tonight and asked her what needs to be done.
Brian and Marley, it's been a rough week or so for the Grand Rapids Police Department, as every few days seems to bring a new and embarrassing disclosure. While police officials say the problems are isolated and the overall culture of the department is one of integrity and professionalism, the scandals have provided an unwelcome distraction from the duty to protect and serve. The department was still recovering from a spring where they had to react to a study that found black drivers are twice as likely as others to be pulled over in the city. Next came the public release of recordings of officers and supervisors discussing how to avoid performing a breathalyzer test on an assistant prosecutor they believed was drunk.
Let's pass them. If we can. If we can't, we can't, Adam. And we're not going to get...
No, I get it. Yeah.
I'd like to pass them on sobriety if we could.
All right, I'll do what I can.
Then 24-hour News 8 learned that Officer Kevin Penn resigned after allegedly getting in trouble for holding his gun to the head of a man who was handcuffed. Yesterday came the settlement between GRPD and a teen who claimed he was the victim of excessive force after a police officer struck him repeatedly with a flashlight. The city paid him $95,000. Police say the actions of a few should not taint the good work of the vast majority.
We recognize as a department how this is a huge step back in the eyes of the community in terms of what we preach.
Through much of this, the mayor has not spoken publicly until tonight.
So I think we do need to be very mindful not to cast this overgeneralization about the entire department. We also know that we have things that we need to improve, but that's true for every department.
As the city met with residents about the allegations of racial bias this summer, the mayor and the city commission decided to hire a consulting firm to assess the police department policies and procedures. It was not a move met with open arms by the department and its union. Bliss said the consultant has pulled together a task force over the last few weeks.
It's really diverse. It has community members and individuals from the police department. And, the work that we're doing with them is a commitment to improve. The chief and our officers are actively going out, listening to the community. And then we've brought the community in to work with us through this task force.
But Bliss does not believe sweeping changes are necessary.
I believe that the work that we're doing right now and the work that we've already started is exactly what we need to be doing.
Now we'll have to wait and see if the mayor and the department leadership's measured and incremental approach to change in the police department stems the flow of critical issues that just seem to be coming in lately. In studio, Barton Dieters, 24-hour News 8.